The college basketball experience preseason coaches tour for the EKU head coach, A.W. Hamilton edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up with our promo code TCESGPN to get a 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000. That is the Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm. Start crushing college football and NFL with Rhythm. Get your 7-day free trial today by going over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That is the sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM today. Welcome, everybody, into the college basketball experience preseason coaches tour. We got two left. I've been talking about it. We got A.W. Hamilton of EKU joining the show, and then later this week we will wrap up our coaches tour, close to 50 for our inaugural series. We'll be joined by the new head coach of Vanderbilt, Mark Byington, coming over from JMU. But I want to talk to Coach Hamilton first. I mean, what they did last year, winning the ASUN regular season, entering his 7th year at EKU, done a great job and play a chaotic pace. They're a fun team to watch in the ASUN. We talk about it all. But first, I am Moneyline Mac, a.k.a. the former video coordinator for Bob Huggins and Frank Martin. Also known as Mac Tonight over here at the College Experience, and the time is ticking. 6 days till college basketball is back in our lives all the way till April. Make sure you go check out all these other coaching interviews that we've done. Like I said, we got 40 plus already in the queue. This is just our first year doing this. We're going to get many more next year. Hopefully we can get all 364 coaches. That'll be, I'll set the bar low next year. So all 364, and we'll see if we can get that done next year. So first, before we bring on Coach Hamilton, let's pay the bills first, because we are brought to you by ourselves, the college basketball experience. Get on over there, leave a 5-star rating. It really helps the show grow, where we're trying to build this thing, and we can bring you more and more content with more and more 5-stars. So do your part. Help us help you. Get on over there to prevent corporate gambling from taking over. And we're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up with our promo code, like I always say, TCESGPN, to claim your special pick at first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. That is the Underdog Fantasy promo code, TCESGPN. They're going to have tons of college basketball content here launching over the weekend. Sneak peek, we may have a Underdog show debuting on this very college basketball experience. So make sure you have your notifications turned on and use our promo code TCESGPN. Back over here at the college basketball experience, and let's bring on the head coach of EKU, Coach A.W. Hamilton. And we continue our summer coaches tour on the college basketball experience with the head coach of the Eastern Kentucky basketball program, Coach A.W. Hamilton. Coach, how are you doing?
I'm good, Ryan. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Welcome to the college experience. So let's get right into it. How was your guys' summer as a program? I know they're a little more hectic than they used to be as we head into the fall semester.
You know, we had a great summer. We're coming off the first regular season championship in 45 years. We lost a lot of guys through graduation, but we got some great guys back. And, Tay Blanton, Turner, guys who played a key role in our last couple of years of huge success. So we've had a great summer. I love our new guys. We got a great blend with portal guys and a couple freshmen. So it was a really, really good summer.
Coach, I want to talk about just how you got into the coaching industry real quick. You played at Wake Forest and Marshall. You were GA at Marshall. When did you know you wanted to get into the coaching industry?
I played for a legendary high school coach at Scott County High School named Billy Hicks, and he's the all-time leader in wins in the state of Kentucky. And I remember the day I met him, I knew I wanted to be a basketball coach. And at first I wanted to coach high school. I thought the world of Coach Hicks, and, and he's, he changed my life, and I wanted to be just like Coach when I was, younger growing up. And so I kind of always knew I wanted to coach.
And from there, you mentioned you go to Hargrave Military Academy. You're there for about a decade. You have a ton of success. You and Coach Keats, and then you go to NC State. Just talk about the impact Coach Keats had on your coaching career.
Well, Coach has been like a second father to me. When I played at Scott County High School, I ended up going to Hargrave after my senior year for a post-grad year. I played for Coach Keats. It was an unbelievable year of growth for me, on the floor, off the floor at Hargrave Military Academy. Then I go to Wake Forest, and then Coach Keats jumps into college, and he goes to Marshall as an assistant for Greg White. And then I ended up transferring to go back to play for Coach Keats at Marshall. So went back, and, we reconnected at Marshall. Then he went back to Hargrave. And then, when I was done playing at Marshall, I got my first coaching job. Ron Jersa hired me, and I never forget it. I go in his office on the first day on the job, and, I was fired up. I had my briefcase. I was like, yo, Coach, I can watch film. I can work the guys out. And he set me down, and he handed me a box of 500 envelopes. And he said, listen, if you want to make it in this business, you got to be the best envelope stuffer in the country. And he said, you got to do 500 of these a day, recruiting letters. And that's what I did for a year. And then Coach Keats offered me a job at Hargrave. And, I went and worked for Coach for 5 years. And listen, it was an unbelievable experience for me. I got thrown into the fire of coaching and watching film and game planning and learning from the best coach in the country, Kevin Keats. I truly believe that. And then, he left and went to Louisville, and I took over as the head coach at Hargrave Military Academy. I was 30 years old, coaching the best prep school team in the country.
Absolutely. And I think you won 92% of your games. So from there, you go to NC State, and then in 2018, Eastern Kentucky calls. Talk about just the transition of making that. I mean, you were the head coach at Hargrave, but then you go back to being an assistant, but then now you're the head coach of Eastern Kentucky. What was that transition like with just your day-to-day?
Well, listen, Eastern really didn't call. I called them. I literally stalked them for like 3 weeks and made them call me back.
Yeah.
I was fortunate. Listen, I'm from Georgetown, Kentucky. So it was a dream come true getting this job at Eastern, being close to my family. And, it's God puts you in places for a reason, Ryan. I've been in coaching. I've played all my life, and I've never really lived at home. And I was able to get this job at Eastern. And, since I've been here, I've battled cancer. I've lost my brother, and, just being here, being with my family, God puts you in places for a reason. So it was just meant to be for me to be here. And I've got an unbelievable job. I feel like I'm coaching the Boston Celtics. I absolutely love it. I love Richmond, Kentucky. This community has poured into me and my family, and they rally behind us. And it's been a special, special place for us. And listen, 2 years ago, we led the conference in attendance for the first time in school history. It's never been done. And then last year we did it again. And so the how this community just rallied behind me and our program and these kids, it's been unbelievable. It's been an unbelievable time here at Eastern.
Absolutely. All great to hear, Coach. And you guys do have a really underrated fan base. And I was at Austin P. I think it was your first and second year with Coach Fig. So I remember preparing for you guys. You guys are a pain in the ass because of how you guys play, want to get up and down. I'm a West Virginia guy, clearly in the background, so I love the Press Virginia mindset. How do you go about how did you build that into your program, day in and day out habits? Because I don't think people realize if you're going to press every single possession, it's what you do. It's not just something you can turn on.
No, it's a lifestyle that you got to be committed to living, and you got to get the right people. We talk about 5 things in the recruiting process for us, like what's an EKU player. 1, they got to be talented. They got to be competitive. They got to be coachable. They got to love to play, and they got to have great character. Characters, the choices that you make every single day. And to play like we play, you got to make unbelievable choices in your life, how you eat, how you sleep, how you watch film, how you attack the weight room, how you attack treatment, and everything that you do. Because how we play, it's so demanding. We pride ourselves in trying to be and being the best conditioned team in the country. And I tell our guys, it's not because we're going to run more than anybody, and we probably do, but it's because the decisions and the choices that you make. And if they don't do that, we can't play the way that we do, because we're going to press for 40 minutes. We're going to play as fast as we can possibly play. And listen, I hated playing you guys at Austin P, by the way. Coach Figs is a great coach. I mean, you guys are denying everything. You couldn't reverse the ball. All I remember, it was just a high ball screen game, man. Let's go. That's what it was.
Yep, absolutely. Those are some good games. Terry Taylor, he was quite the player. So especially at that level. But Coach, from the OVC to the ASUN, just you got it going. You went from 13 wins year one to 22 in year three. You guys really got this program going in the right direction. The OVC was at a high point at that point with Murray and Belmont in the league. Then you come over to the ASUN. You've been through that gauntlet 3 times. What's just your initial takeaways from the ASUN with a bunch of really good coaches and programs?
Well, you look at our league. I mean, the coaching in our league is top notch. You look at Stetson, who won the conference championship with Donnie Jones, and you can go all the way through our league with the coaching. But if you look at our league and you look at the talent in our league, look at all the guys that have been all conference. A lot of them are gone because of the portal, but there's tons of talent in this league. It's a very balanced league. It's a very deep league. So, and it'll be that way again this year. I mean, it's a really, really good league. It's a lot like the OVC was when we were all in there. Yeah. There's 5 or 6 teams that you look at and say, man, they can win the league this year. That's how the ASUN is.
Yeah, absolutely. And Coach, let me ask you, you took the job in 2018. It probably feels like a lifetime ago now, with just all the changes, especially over the last 3 years with the NIL, the portal. You had the COVID season jam somewhere in there. How have you evolved as a coach over the last 6 years at Eastern Kentucky?
It's when the transfer portal happened, Ryan. We're coming off the most OVC wins in school history. I mean, we were at a really good place. We had Wendell Green, we had Trey King, 2 guys that went on to Power 5 schools. I mean, Wendell was an all-conference player in the SEC. Trey King just helped Iowa State make an NCAA tournament run. And then the portal happened. And, we're like everybody else. We adjusted. And then, I feel like coaching at Hargrave for all those years, in 11 years, we had 2 guys that came back for a second season. So we're constantly rebuilding our roster, reloading our roster. So, it reminds me of my Hargrave days where you just, you reload and, you get a new group and you teach them the culture and how you do things and the standard. And, it's been fun. I love it because I love recruiting. I love the, development. I love the player development, the character development. I love all those things that go into coaching and building a championship team. So I love it. I'm having a blast. And then the changes, a lot of people get frustrated and you hear the voices and you hear the rumblings, but you just got to roll with it, man. You got to roll with it and make the best of it. And we're having fun. We're having fun. We signed 9 new guys. Love it. Had a blast this spring, bringing in all these kids on a visit and evaluating the guys. And, I'm having a blast doing it.
That's great. That's great to hear it. And let me ask you, you mentioned the different coaches in the ASUN. I think we've had over half of the coaches now, including yourself, from the ASUN. So we love the ASUN over here. How do you prepare for the ASUN in your non-con, with it being kind of a micro, macro? Unfortunately, you guys are a 1-bid league until some things changes. But just how do you approach your non-con?
Well, we play a very challenging non-conference schedule. I think our non-conference schedule was ranked 34th in the country last year. And we went 4-9 in the non-conference last year. We got off to a rough start. And then we start league play. We get off to a 7-0 start, best conference start in school history, and won the first regular season title in 45 years. So we'll do the same thing this year, Ryan. Our arena is under renovation. So 22 of our 31 regular season games will be outside of our building. So our non-conference, we're going to be on the road. Our first 15 games are going to be outside of our building. So, we're playing Louisville, we're playing Pittsburgh, playing Clemson, playing in a great MTE in Florida, playing at ETSU. I mean, we've got a really, really challenging schedule. Playing at Troy, who's a great program. They had a heck of a run last year in the Sun Belt. So, we'll have a very challenging non-conference schedule to get us ready for league play.
Love it. Yeah, you guys always challenge yourselves, and definitely got to get the home arena ready to go for conference play. You mentioned you guys set attendance records. You guys won the regular season last year. Coach, what makes the Eastern Kentucky job such a unique and special place to work at?
Well, we got a university that's on the rise, Ryan. We just had the biggest incoming freshman class in school history. We've got a new dining facility. We got new dorms. We got a new science building. We're renovating the arena. There's construction all over our campus. This is a booming university. We've got a president and Dr. McFadden that's moving this university into a place that it's never been. So it's a special place to be. We got a great brand, the most exciting 40 minutes in sports. Our fans love it. They gravitate to it. It's magnetic. It's authentic. They love it. So we have a great style of play. It's a style of play that kids want to play and they're attracted to. So we're getting really good talent. It's just a happening place, Ryan. It's a happening place. And, but it takes everybody. It takes everybody. So, we just got a new AD, Kyle Motes, who has got a great vision for moving our athletic department even farther ahead. So we're really excited. It's an exciting time to be here at Eastern Kentucky.
Absolutely. Richmond, Kentucky, baby. So, Coach, one last question as I let you get back to work. I know you guys are super busy, get ready for the season. Year 7 of the A.W. Hamilton era at Eastern Kentucky. A lot of new faces coming off a conference championship in the regular season. What's your message for all the Eastern Kentucky fans that will watch this?
Well, our message has never changed from day one. I said nobody's going to play with more passion and nobody's going to play harder and represent this university better than the EKU men's basketball program. That'll never change. We're going to dive after every loose ball. We're going to pour everything we got into this program and to the community, to the university. And this team will be easy to love, just like every team in the last 6 years. So it'll be an exciting season.
Can't wait, Coach. Can't wait for the A-Sun. Can't wait for EKU. Definitely got to get to a game in Richmond, Kentucky. Thank you for stopping by the College Basketball Experience. Best of luck in 24-25, and definitely look forward to having you back on.
Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, Coach. Coach H.W. Hamilton of EKU. Man, they had a great year last year. The more and more I look back on it, winning the A-Sun regular season title. Their arena, go check out our interview with Rocco Miller where we did the Dream College Basketball schedule tour. And we went game by game, and we talked about EKU's arena being under renovation. I got their schedule pulled up right now. They are going to be battle tested come A-Sun play at ETSU, at Clemson, at Troy, at Chicago State, at Pitt, at Louisville. So plenty of challenges for EKU in 24-25, and it's a younger group with all those guys graduating. So we'll see how Coach gets them playing in the most entertaining 40 minutes in college basketball. Love their style of play. Reminds me of the good old Press Virginia days. But can't wait. Appreciate Coach joining the show. Like I said, I've been saving these two for the week before just with a little more enthusiasm for college basketball. And thank Coach A.W. and the Eastern Kentucky program for taking the time to jump on the college basketball experience with us. Let's talk about our sponsors on the way out, because over here at the College Experience, we are brought to you by Rhythm. SGPN's proud sponsor is Rhythm. Build your model today. NFL, college football, college basketball even, baby. Get that model built today. I think my model is going to like Gonzaga on opening night over Baylor with the returning production. So I will probably be on Mark Few in the Zags opening night. I think they're laying 3.5, 4. Sunday night, we do our first pick show, so make sure we'll talk about our Rhythm model there. Claim your 7-day free trial today by going over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That is the sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm, the best in the business, baby. Bet US, and man, I love Bet US. It's been around forever. They got promos that are absolutely fantastic. Trick or Treat Horror Street, baby, from now until Halloween over there on Thursday night, and a raffle entry to win a sports or casino prize or a giveaway by October 31st. You can enter multiple times, and every 200 deposit get you one entry. So get on over there, sportsgamblingpockets.com/BetUS. That is the sportsgamblingpockets.com/BetUS, promo code SGPN, so they know we sent you America's favorite sports book today, baby. BetUS. Once again, thank you, Coach A.W. Hamilton. Can't wait to watch EKU. Got to get to a game this year in Richmond, Kentucky, or if they get on the road near me. We'll be going live here in about an hour talking WCC. We got 4 previews left. We got the WCC tonight. Tomorrow night, we got the American and SoCon. Then Thursday night, we end with one of my favorite leagues, the A10. So we're coming at you fast and furious. The season is here. And like I said, we got some special announcements coming up here over at the College Basketball Experience headed into the season. So appreciate everybody tuning in. See you guys in about an hour to talk WCC. Until then, this has been another edition of Mac Tonight, signing off over here at the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we are out of here.